This is going to be a video unboxing setup of the Acer Predator Orion 3000 gaming desktop. This one is the 10th gen Intel Core i7-10700. It has a GeForce RTX 2070. It has 32 gigs of memory, 2 terabyte hard drive, and a 512 gigabyte SSD. Now, why am I doing a video on this? If you look over here, I already have a Predator 3000. Bought this one at Costco, did a review on it about a year ago, and it's been really good to me. This is strictly my business machine for YouTube videos and nothing else. This is definitely a business machine. That's all I use it for, is my videos. And over here I've got an HP machine that used to be XP that became Windows 7, that's now Windows 10. This HP Compact is probably 12 years old, maybe 15. It's a corporate machine, a business machine. It weighs about 20-some pounds. It is heavy, it is old, it is slow. The graphics are not able to handle live video streaming like a newer machine. And then I thought, you know, you only live so many years in life and you don't want to leave your money to somebody that you don't know. So go out and spend it and buy a new Predator that I can use as my main machine. If it's like the other one, it has a keyboard, obviously. It's got a mouse. The keyboard is really tiny and it's very difficult to use. It's nice with all the colors, but it is very difficult to use all the time. The mouse is okay. It will have a power cord and a big AC adapter that will take up tons of space in the power strip. And then it has a very tiny frame, very tiny case. It has a 500-watt power supply. A lot of gamers say it's too small. They want to be able to expand. This thing is fine if you're just setting it up to use for video or for everyday use. This machine is way, way, way overkill. If you're a hardcore gamer, from what I understand, it's going to be fine. There are some people that are never happy with anything they buy. They don't like the 500-watt power supply. They want to be able to upgrade it to a bigger power supply. That's probably going to be difficult to do because of the size of the case, and you're kind of limited. You might be dealing with some proprietary things inside there, so power supply might be difficult to upgrade. I believe some people have said there's not enough room for a second hard drive. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, it wasn't on sale. The other one was on sale, and I thought, just go out and spend the money and do it. So yeah, this video is going to be about 10 hours. I talk a lot when I do my videos. If you want to do a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, go to the video description. There are affiliate links in there that will help me if you click on them before you shop at Amazon. And there's a PayPal link if you want to donate to make me a billionaire. I should set up better lighting, but I'm not going to for this video right now. So we've got the computer, as I said, a really small footprint, very small case. Have the keyboard underneath there, some paperwork. We got the mouse. We got the dog over there. What else? We got paperwork, some stickers, power cord. I didn't see an AC adapter. I guess we just straight power cord. And let me tell you what's in here. So we got 32 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte hard drive. It has one USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C. I don't understand why they mix everything. Why not just give you the, hey, wait, hey, you're not going outside. No, you're not. You behave. I don't know why they just don't give you the latest, greatest USB for all of the ports instead of mixing everything. So one USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C, one USB 3.2 Gen 2 port, 4 USB 3.2 Gen 1s. Why can't they give you a Gen 10? 2 USB 2.0s, 3 display ports. Here, 1 HDMI. A lot of people complain that they want more than 1 HDMI. She wants to go outside. She doesn't like when I make videos. 5 audio jacks. Why do I need 5? I don't know. Maybe because I'm going to listen to 5 audios. And then your RJ45, your internet connection. It obviously has Wi-Fi. It's got Intel Wi-Fi 6 2x2 160 gig and Bluetooth 5.1. It has a 10, 100, 1000 Ethernet LAN connection. It's got an 8 gigabyte NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070. That's one thing you need to look at when you buy this thing online or from Costco. They offer some really good deals, and when you're looking at it, some of them have the 2070, some of them have the 2060, some of them it's just junk. So look at what you're getting. Comes with Windows 10 Home 64-bit. I'm not sure. I know with the old Windows 7, you could change one setting in the registry and turn it from home to business. What else does this have? 32 gigs of DDR4, 2666 meg RAM, and this one's got the i7-10700 8-core. The other machine I showed you did not have the 1070. I did want to show this. I have no idea what the heck this is. It's a glass thing with 4 screws. Is this a mouse pad? Listen to this mouse. This probably cost them 10 cents to make. Cheap as can be, really cheap. Really cheap, very cheap. They should be embarrassed, but they're not. Power cord, good power cord. Keyboard, cheap plastic piece of junk. It's not curved. The thing is, it does come with the nice lights, but who really cares? I don't care about that. Maybe you care about it, I don't. Let's look at the back. You got the USB, 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 USB. Other USB ports, Ethernet. Got the standard sound things. It said 5. I guess they've got 2 in the front probably. You got the DP ports and the HDMI port and the power cord. Really tiny fan, really tiny power supply, as I said. And the front. Oh, I never noticed this on my other one. Does this open up? Okay, that's kind of nice. I don't really know what the ports are in there. I can't really see them that well with this poor lighting that I have. But there's some ports over there. Cheap. What is that? A thin piece of aluminum, as thin as they could make it, so that they could profit off of the $1,800, $1,700. Thin metal. Looking at the monitor. Sorry about the bad picture. Let's pop on the machine for the first time. I'm not going to connect it to Ethernet. Here's the keyboard. I'm not going to connect Ethernet or Wi-Fi. Oh, I guess I should plug in the power cord. Where it gets tricky, because I do not want to set this thing up with a Microsoft machine account, and maybe I'll do that later, but I don't want to be dealing with that now. Just a moment. Is this the right keyboard layout? US. I'm just using the mouse. Want to add a second keyboard layout. So far everything's highlighted on there, and I'm just using the keyboard, the enter key. No mouse so far, and if you needed to, you could use the keyboard. Internet, access a full range of stuff, advanced securitate, unblock the best. What do I want to do? Sync photos. I don't want to. I'm going to do continue with limited setup on the left over here, on the bottom left. There's my Windows license. Now a lot of I don't know if this is gonna who's this for. I could do Giptude, greatest person in the world, but let's just do. Let's see. I'll do home, and there you're going to have you confirm it. Options. What was your first pet's name? What's the name of the city where you were born? What was your childhood nickname? What's the name of the city where your parents met? After you do these securitate questions, what do we have? If you want your timeline on other Windows features to help you continue with what you were doing even when you switch devices. Find my device, no. Inking and typing, no. Advertising ID, no. And here we go. Thank you for purchasing your Acer device. Register your product right now and start to explore. I believe you do have to do this. And I did this on my other machine, so I'm going to do that on this machine. I'll be back. After you do your Acer account, and you really, I believe you have to, and I've never had them contact me ever since then. I did log in once to update my email address. Send me offers? No. I would like to join the user experience? No. Acer may share your contact details with Norton? No. This machine from Costco came with 1 year of McAfee. I fixed a lot of infected computers in my lifetime, and they all had McAfee and Norton. So, again, I have not set the internet up, which is good. So if this does not force me to set up a Microsoft account, then I will be very happy. This might take several minutes, so I'll be back. Almost there. I see a little dirt over there. Okay, so now we've got the screen. We got the Microsoft Edge at the top left on the screen. I'm not going to really... It's up there. You don't need to see it. And I think this is worth like a subscription, a sub, a like, a share, a comment. This is definitely worth about $500 in donations to my PayPal, or clicking on my affiliate links over and over for the next 10 years. So thanks for watching, people. Do I like the machine? I love the old machine. I love it. I absolutely love it. If you have the money, I would buy it. If you've got the money and you're planning on not buying a computer, depending on your age, if you're planning on not buying a machine for 10 years or for the rest of your life, then I would put the money into this thing and buy it. You'll be happy. Take care. Stay well. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Keep your distance. And I guess that's it. And CPU 52 degrees, GPU 35, system, but that's C. We're not C. We do not live in C. Check out my channel. I did a video on how to alter the lighting on the keyboard. I don't know if that's what this is all about. This is the Windows 10 menu. It looks like some little kid designed it. It looks ridiculous. Maybe if you use it a lot, you get used to it. I don't use it. I never will. I'm really surprised. It said that it came with, or it comes with, McAfee, 1 year of McAfee, but it's got Norton installed. Norton's going to be uninstalled. I don't like Norton. I don't like anything to do with Norton. That's my personal preference. Maybe you do. I don't like anything to do with McAfee. As I said, I fixed way too many computers that were infected, and they all had McAfee. McAfee was the worst. Norton just hosed the machine. They both were really bad. So this is the first step I do. Then after that, I uninstall all the garbage that I don't want on there, which is going to be Norton or McAfee. And then I will go in there, and since I use Firefox, I'll make sure it's got my Firefox account so I can get all my info between the different machines. And I think that's about it. I don't want to look at the README file. This should pop up on the screen. I don't know. Maybe it's done. I think it's done. I'm going to go click on the bottom over here. And it's probably done already. There are not too many things you need to change. But look at that. We already come up. I can't remember what I use. I think I use the Windows style. I don't know if I use... Let me just stick with this. You can always change it by clicking on the thing. Replace the start button. I'm just going to leave that alone. So we're going to do OK. And it's done. How easy is that? Now look at this. No more of that garbage from Windows 10. We click on the start button over here. I don't know if this is going to... Okay, so it didn't do any Windows updates. I will tell you, even though I just bought this machine, Windows Update, this thing out of the box is probably going to need a whole bunch of Windows updates. People who say I don't want to update my machine, you're foolish. That's how your machine gets infected. Do the updates. Well, you have to with Windows 10. Do the updates. Wow, that was a quick reboot. Look at how fast that rebooted. The machine is flying. Look at that. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to show you again. We click down at the start menu. We've got the old things. And now I'm going to go install my Avast. The download took seconds. I had it off for 10 seconds. Now we're scanning for... There should be no problems on here. No browser threat.